When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his Future Shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table!
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins, but I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now, this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell. Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night, Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me, but when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
He's yet to win this matchup. Most notably, he lost the WWE Championship to Randy Orton in the cell 4 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that losing streak and CM Punk's career. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic. Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day.
It has been a complete transformation since those days. This is a vengeful Scottish psychopath before us now, and I don't think anyone has given reason for Drew's wrath more than CM Punk.
It was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis when the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission here tonight: to end CM Punk for good.
In Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first time in the cell in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match and walked out victorious.
Yeah, but with all the disdain between Punk and McIntyre, I would be surprised to see anybody walking out of this structure in one piece tonight.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
And there's really no room to mince famous words. These men want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
Well, if sending your opponent to the emergency room is the prime objective, I can't think of a more suitable setting. Punk has to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or out of Atlanta at all. He said that Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
McIntyre said earlier, this is not going to be a classic. This is not going to be cinema. This is going to be mutually assured destruction.
Hate is a word we don't use a lot on WWE because there's a certain amount of respect between most competitors. But there is no other word I can use to describe what CM Punk and Drew McIntyre have for each other. The haymaker after haymaker.
CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This isn't about a win. This is about mutually assured destruction. Oof.
This match is swiftly turning into a knockdown drag-out affair.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Ooh, what a damaging blow.
McIntyre a step ahead there.
It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business.
Look out!
Oh my God, what a move! Oh. Early in this match, and these two have already unleashed some pretty heavy artillery on each other with no signs of relenting.
With the amount of absolutely visceral hate Punk and Drew have for each other, I think this match is going to need to be stopped before either of these men give up.
Driver spiked him. I am not exaggerating when I say careers have been ended by less. This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back to Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is.
Punk has said this is not the man he wants to be, but Drew McIntyre
from way up, blow to the abdomen gets them out of that.
Using the arm like a billy drum.
What a counter!
Time to go for
McIntyre counters with power. Take out, and now here's the cover. Wasting no time getting his shoulder up.
I can't believe the ref didn't get two here.
Northern Lights.
We've had the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who have been in Hell in a Cell over the years. You ask a guy like The Undertaker, Wade, who's been inside this structure from the top.
Diving double axe handle. And Punk gets countered there.
Defenses are sharp with this series of reversals.
Ooh, and he stops that offense. Catches the leg. The pitbull is being made a target. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. And he heads back into the ring. Calf kick finds the mark.
And he's able to avoid that offense.
It's never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
And Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre.
Listen, Punk said, head and shoulders are down. A great counter to cover. He ends the pin attempt for some reason. And CM Punk is in control.
McIntyre.
CM Punk looking to cinch in the Anaconda bar.
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Punk now calling for the end here. This could be it for Drew.
Arm wringer.
But Punk in the mouth. This This fight will not go down as a 5-star wrestling classic, that is for sure. These men into the cover.
Kick out before the count.
His opponent has to be absolutely frustrated right now. Ooh.
He's got something coming.
Goes for the suplex. Powered up high. Oh, but dropping behind. And
Escapes and a chop block takes him down. He's been taken hold of. Down on the skull. Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk.
Sent right into the corner. Oh, targeting the arm. This has got to hurt. Corey, you probably know CM Punk better than any of us. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
Yeah, but even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I've never been trapped inside Hell in a Cell with CM Punk. Listen, this may not be the man CM Punk wants to be, but this is who CM Punk has been. Who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you are nothing but a man.
And he comes in under the ropes now. Beautiful neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty. Cinching in the arm wringer, but
a shot to the jaw.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
Fighting like there is no tomorrow, because for one of these men, there might not be. Drew has a full grasp. Mission up through driver with authority.
Jarring Enziguri out of the blue. Oh, clothesline.
Bang.
Punk's got the anaconda vice in. Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here.
And Punk now lifting his opponent off. And bang.
Sweet GTS from Punk.
Drew is completely out of it. We all knew this wasn't going to be a 5-star wrestling classic.
An incredible match. Can't call it a fight. This has been an out-and-out.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. Returning back to the ring. Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And now McIntyre is being neutralized.
Punk finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling.
He gets back into the ring. What a counter! McIntyre might be able to start mounting something here.
Drew weathered the storm and wants to create some of his own thunder now. Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Oh, what a clubbing blow.
Hoisted up. Powerbomb. Desperate situation.
But right hands create separation and an escape.
Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Equalizer in hand, and he's just goading his opponent to make the first move.
Oh, he knows the power he wields right now, holding that chair.
McIntyre returning to the ring.
Ooh, direct headshot. Just sickening.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Rarely do we see Drew get disassembled like this.
McIntyre reverses and looks to capitalize. He finds a counter to McIntyre there.
This entire match has been a highlight reel moment. What a night for these competitors.
Just incredible. There has been no quit from these superstars.
chess match of counters and reversals happening here.
Great job.
That might be all Drew needs. Into the cover. Oh, my God, did you see that? Kick out at one.
How on earth?
McIntyre needs to find a recourse, find another option to take this match.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is...
Oh, this should be it. Punk with his opponent up.
Go to sleep.
Can that finish McIntyre?
God, Lord, brutally swinging that steel chair. Quick thinking right there.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania.
An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That
Perched up top. Diving knee drops. And McIntyre on the receiving end again.
Punk is proving hard to deal with.
And into the corner he goes. Oh, no. Oh, no. This could end it all.
Crushing into the chair.
Talk about a hard landing. Flesh connecting painfully with hard steel. And the dents on the chair is proof.
Oh, that just...
Looks like it busted him open.
Putting the red dot on his opponent.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
She can airline miles for that.
Going after the arm in a big way. And nobody home on that one. But their opponent home, but powering out with elbows to the face.
A string of counters.
Shoots first. Setting up. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys.
Sharpshooter.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold. And
But now with a quick double under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold. And here he is, heading back into the ring. Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
Remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
The Scottish psychopath cocking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
We're the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away. No!
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got him. What a win, what a match.
Here is your winner,
CM Punk earned this victory.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.